This is a story about a man with 3 arms and 3 legs. And he has to buy pants for his wedding. Hello, sir. How may I help you?
Hey, I was looking in your pants aisle, and I didn't find any that fit me. So I was wondering.
Let's go ahead and take a look.
Sure.
You're looking at a you look
Well-
like a 32 waist.
Well, I have a third leg.
I know what you're talking about, sir, but there's plenty of ballroom in these pants that we have here. You
No.
won't have to worry about that.
I mean, this is a leg.
Excuse me?
This is a leg. It's massive.
I understand what you're saying, but we got plenty of room in these pants. You're gonna be fine, trust me.
I don't think you get it. Like, I mean, it touches the floor sometimes.
Could you show me what you're talking about? I don't know that I know what you're talking about.
It's a leg. With my third leg.
Is that what that is right there?
Yeah.
I thought that was your son. You got
It looks like my son.
you got a third leg.
Yeah.
Well, oh man, I guess I can try and tailor some pant legs together.
Can you do that? Can you put a zipper?
I
on
mean,
it? Like there's.
yeah, I could give it a shot.
Yeah.
Where does the leg come out really? Where's the
Right down the middle.
where's base camp?
On the back.
In the back.
It's like, where like your butthole is?
I was waiting for you to describe it so I could say butthole. Literally, I was waiting to say that. You beat me to the punch.
You know where your butthole is? It comes
Yeah.
out there. Just like comes out.
So how do you
So like
how do you poop? Just hop in.
it just comes out.
Just it's there.
Yeah, it's just that. It's sort of like, do you know what like a cork in a wine bottle is like? And then like tipping it upside down, sort of trickles out the side. Sort of does that.
doesn't sound like the cork's doing its job.
Well, my leg is like a cork in there, so it's like it just comes out.
It's like sticking your
out
finger
the
into
sides.
It's like sticking
looks-
your.
It looks like putting a nice
It's like
a large surfaced hammer in a in a container of sour cream,
Yeah. Okay.
and it just comes out the
I was
side.
thinking putting your finger in a dam, when it's leaking. That's kind of
Yeah.
what I was looking at. So you just shit whenever? It's just
Just comes out.
just comes out. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't have pants for that.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right. Well, maybe you can tailor. My penis is also very large.
Don't worry about that, sir. We have plenty of room in these pants.
I don't think you understand. It's.
I've got a fourth leg. All right.
I got a fourth leg. Okay.
I like how it's like been 5 minutes and we haven't even addressed the fact that he's got a third arm.
I forgot about it, to be honest.
I didn't remember either.
Jesus.
It's
This
good
is a
to-
conversation between two people at a store.
Not a good one. I mean, they were willing to
He was willing to help him
put
out.
some pants together. That's
Do
some skill.
it comes out of his butthole.
How did it get there? Were you born with it, or
It's just
it's just
a birth thing.
you know how like you wake up?
It's a birthmark.
You know how you wake up and you're tired. Yeah, it's kind of like that. What?
How?
Did you wake up with
It's-
this?
You know how
You know.
like birthmarks. It's kind of like that.
It's like that. All right.
A radio show.
This is a radio show. I'm Matt.
I'm Alex.
So today, we're answering, let's see, 10 unanswerable questions that science cannot decide. I think we can. I think we can answer these questions.
I know I can. I don't know if you can.
I mean, I definitely can. I'm just worried if you can. I don't know if you can keep up with me.
I'm so smart.
I mean,
I'm a genius.
I
If
mean,
anything,
if
at
anything.
at the least.
I mean,
yeah.
at the most,
At the most, I'm probably
I'm
like a
smart.
10. At the least,
all right, Alex.
I'm like just so smart.
How many roads must a man walk down before you can call him a man?
This is a good question because it's very, it's a number.
It's a quantifiable measure of roads. I'd say.
I already forgot the question.
You forgot the question. How many roads? What happened to I'm a genius? What happened to that? What happened to, if anything, I'm a 10?
This doesn't represent me.
How many roads must a man walk down before you can call him a man?
So he's a boy.
So he's a
So the
boy.
question should be, how many roads must a boy walk down?
Yeah.
Or a woman.
For that matter.
I mean, maybe this is how sex operations work.
Let's keep it equal. You know, this is 2016.
Hey, doctor, I wanted to change from a girl to a boy. All right, you need to
Walk down.
55 roads.
Just like that's it.
Yeah, it depends on like
The size.
the
and
size,
Where they are.
where they are. The doctor, if he's nice, he might give you like 2 or 3.
Or, give you surgery. Alright. I don't know. There's not much else to do with that. I mean, why? As a lyric, why does that make sense? I mean, I don't have men walked down a lot of roads?
I know I have.
I drive down a lot of roads.
Well, then you're not a man.
I guess not, man. I really can't be.
Men walk from here to Denver.
They're not even men yet. When they get there, they have like 5 or 6 more roads to get down.
5 or 6, because the road that they took was only one.
One, yeah.
That only counted
By
for
70.
one.
I would just keep going on the block over here, just on all these other roads. Imagine the dude who walks across the country in one interstate. Wait!
That only counted for one. Sorry.
Well, I guess he's not a man.
Not yet.
Why does your toast always land butter side down? I'd say.
Because the butter,
I think it's heavier.
the butter's trying to break the fall of the toast.
I think that's a very good answer. I think that's the best answer I've ever heard for that question.
The butter's a really nice guy.
And
Always wanted to be the hero and wanted to just save the toast's life.
Well, and honestly, like, would you rather?
It dies, but still.
I mean, which is softer, the toast, crispy, toast, or soft butter,
Unless it's
I-
like frozen.
In which case, the toast, I think by then would have melted the butter.
Unless the toast is also frozen.
Then you shouldn't eat it anyway, because that's pretty bad. Just froze. Part of me just wants to make some toast and just freeze it.
Frozen
Eat it
toast.
frozen.
And frozen butter on it.
For when regular toast just doesn't cut it. For those hot summer nights.
When you need, what for those hot summer days, you mean? When you're just, because in the winter, during the day, you're like, I want some toast, I'm
Want
going to
some
eat it.
toast.
During the summer, you're like, I want some toast, but it's so hot.
It's so hot.
And
I-
toast is a hot food.
I need to eat frozen toast.
It's not like you can let it cool down.
It's like ice cream.
Yeah.
In the wintertime, you drink cream.
No, and yeah, hot
And then-
cream.
Hot cream. And then in the summertime.
But it came from ice cream, though.
Exactly.
So you gotta just put it in the oven.
In the oven.
Yeah.
And,
In the summertime, you want to eat it sort of cold.
yeah, chilled.
Chilled.
Maybe, a little bit iced. Imagine cream with ice in it. Ice cream. Sipping it through a glass.
You misunderstood what I was saying. That's not the
How
kind
bad
of
would
ice
that
cream.
taste? How bad would that taste? Just
I feel-
cream.
that's
a bunch
like-
of heavy cream.
That's like one of those experiments in middle school or elementary school. I don't know when you did it, but when you put cream in a bag and then ice in it and then you shake it and then it makes ice cream.
I don't know what elementary. I assume you went to Hogwarts because we never did that in my school, and I don't think that's possible.
It is.
You just put ice and cream in
You
a bag.
you put ice in one bag with like salt, and then in another bag you put cream and like all the ice cream ingredients, and then Then you put that ice cream bag in the ice bag, and then you shake it up, and then it's ice cream.
Man, making ice cream is a lot easier than I thought it was.
Yeah, I know.
I never did that, so.
Yeah, that's good.
How was Hogwarts when you went there?
It's all right.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the teachers from the movies weren't there.
Oh.
Dumbledore wasn't there yet.
What's the
He
point?
was he came the year after I left.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
then he came from like a DMV or something like that.
A DMV?
Yeah.
The Department of Motor Vehicle?
Yeah, most of the professors come from there.
Wow. It's a magical place, the DMV.
It is.
They somehow
why-
they somehow turned 10 minutes into 30. What a magical place.
That's what I'm saying. So that's where they go though, because it's so magical. Hogwarts board of trustees go there. They pick them out. They go,
Recruit.
"Hey, do you want to do it?"
You
One
can-
guy.
you can
They go.
transfer
They
your
go. Do
time.
you want to do it? No. Do you want to do it? No. Do you want to do it? All right.
Third time's a charm,
Third time's a charm. Always. I don't know why they just don't ask the third guy right away, but you know.
honestly. Save you at least 2/3 of your time.
At least, if
Alright.
not more.
Who stole the cookies from the cookie jar? Mexicans.
I
It had to
have.
be.
I have many times.
I get you that. Is my glass half full or half empty?
How much what did you put in it?
Half a glass of water.
Only half. I put in about 2/3.
That's not the question. The
Is your
question-
glass 2/3 full or 2/3 empty?
Well, this glass right here is completely empty except for like a couple drops.
Well, there you go. That's
That's
about my life right now.
yeah. To answer. Oh my goodness! There's just a little bit.
Just a couple of drops.
Just a little bit left.
I went to the water place, and the water guy was there, and he's like, "Do you
Water
want?" Yeah, I was like, "Can I have water?"
The
And
John
he's like,
Water
"Well, I
guy.
usually give people half, but you can have a couple of drops." I was like, "Thank
Wow,
you."
you're like, this is great.
Yeah,
You're
he's
like, so you're like,
he
what
and I are
happens?
tight.
He's like, what happens if I get thirsty? Could I drink?
Can I drink someone else's water? And he's like, "Absolutely." So I just drink other people's water.
That's a good way to get by.
Yeah.
Imagine
I
if
just-
there was a town. Imagine if there's a building.
That's a metaphor for me ruining everybody's life.
Honestly, God gave you a shit hand, except for a couple of business ventures and a lovely wife. That is a metaphor. But imagine if there was like just a building in the town where everyone just went to get their water, and the water guy is at the counter like, "Yeah, can I help you
He
today?"
decides how much water you get to drink for your life.
He gave you the drops. You're like, man, why did that guy who walked into a bar say "ow"? What?
That's one of life's most unanswerable questions, Matt. I don't even know where to go from here.
Here's my answer. Okay. Here's my ready.
Yeah.
It hurt. I think that's why. Maybe.
What'd he do?
It hurt. He walked into the bar.
I think he walked into the bar.
Yeah.
Okay. He saw this
He
this
saw us.
really, really, very, really
That's 4
pretty,
adverbs.
pretty girl.
That's an adjective and a noun.
Yeah. And he sees her.
Uh huh.
And then he like walks on over, and then this bartender was really grumpy that day because he's just a grumpy guy.
Yeah,
Someone threw a bunch of stones at him this morning from his bedside window, and it was just like a bunch of kids. They got stones together. They went into his house and just started throwing stones
Is
at him.
this the 1600s?
Yeah.
Do you want to go throw stones at the bartender?
Yeah. So the bartender's grumpy. He's got a
He's so
bunch of
pissed
lumps,
on his head.
tons of lumps.
Yeah.
And everyone thinks he's just so ugly.
Everyone
And-
thinks it's so ugly.
Yeah, and so the guy in the bar
Mhm.
walks over there, and the bartender's like, "So you like throwing stones?" And then he throws a stone at the guy, and the guy gets hit in the head with a stone. He's like, "Why'd you do that?"
I
And
thought he
he's
was gonna
like,
say ow at that point.
Yeah, I thought it was too, but he
That's
didn't.
not how the story goes.
No, it's not. The stones don't bother
Listen
him.
up. Listen here. Listen here. This
The
is
guy
where
gets hit by stones all the time. It doesn't bother him anymore. It just doesn't. Ever. At all. Not one bit. So the bartender's like, I thought you were the one. And he's like, I'm not. And so that was that interaction. And so
And he walks out and he says, "Ow."
No, that's not.
Oh.
Don't jump to
I'm
conclusions
sorry. Yeah,
here.
I really do.
Yeah,
I
you
do.
shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you do when you're in like court or something?
When
The guy's telling
what?
you're a juror. What would you do if you were a juror in court? And then they were telling the guy's story on trial, and they're like, "Yeah, this guy broke into a house," and then you're like, "And he stole a man's wallet," and the lawyer's like, "No,
No.
not at all."
He left money.
But back to the story.
Back to the story at hand.
The guy, after he gets hit in the head with a stone, doesn't even feel it. He goes up to the girl. He's like, "Hey." She's like, "Hey." And then they hook up in the bathroom.
Jesus. That's all he had to say. By the way, they got pretty similar voices. I don't know if you noticed. This story is taking so many twists and turns. Continue, please. I'm curious to hear that.
Yeah. So the girl walks out of the bathroom. The guy's still in there.
Yeah, he's still in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cleaning up.
And he hears people in the stalls.
This is when he hears people in the stalls. Not when he was having sex with a woman he just met.
No. So he just hears people in the stalls, and he looks under the stall,
Yeah.
the like divider, and then he sees some shoes, and they're really nice. And then so this guy tries to take the guys in the stalls pair of shoes,
Well,
right?
yeah.
And so he can't get him off, and so he grabs a saw, okay, and then he saws out the guy who's in the stall's leg, and then that guy says, "Ow."
Alright. Wow.
Yeah, that's history.
What a crazy day for that guy.
That's history right
He
there.
got hit in the face with a stone, and seconds later, he got laid from a girl he just said hi to.
They cut off a
And
guy's
then
leg,
Then
right?
he cut off a dude's leg.
Yeah, right.
That
Yeah.
guy
Yeah.
was Albert Einstein.
I don't think it was. No, you shouldn't alter history. Matt.
Alright, this is literally a question that's written on here. Is mommy dead? Mommy's still alive. in our
I
hearts.
can't answer that because I have no idea.
I don't know who your mother is.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is my mom dead?
What happens when
Maybe.
I die? Well, you cease living. At that point, your friends and family get together for a party in which they celebrate the fact that you're not alive anymore. And they go into Party City, USA, and they decide to have a lot of fun while you're gone. And people are drinking, having fun,
Yeah.
and they don't even
Right.
bury you. They just throw you away in the trash can. That's what happens when you die.
I think when you die,
That was my Valcostas, by the way.
that's good.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think it depends on who you're with when you die.
That's true. I think that
Because
could be
you
true.
could be with a friend who is like really friendly with you. Like your best friend.
Like your best friend. Yeah. Or you
Or-
could be with.
Yeah, or so that best friend throws you a funeral. Yeah.
Funeral.
He
Everybody
sees
come to my
He
house.
sees you die. Funeral at my house. 10 o'clock. It's a rave.
It's
Yeah.
a rave funeral.
Exactly.
Glow sticks.
And or you could. People are just.
I'm so sad he's gone.
Or you could be with the guy who's like, I might want to take you out on a date. May as well.
What? So after you die, this dude
takes
has a
you
date with your
takes you
body?
to a nice dinner. Yeah. Buys you some
Buys
pizza,
you some pizza,
maybe a
takes you-
steak.
takes you to the park. Feeds
Yeah.
some ducks.
To the park, feed some ducks, and then one thing leads to another. You get married, you have kids.
You have kids. kids,
And then you both died together happy.
and then the kids ask, "Is mommy dead?"
No. You live a full life together. One's dead, one's not, and then they both die together.
So how do you live a full life when you're dead? Explain that to me.
Someone else got to help
You
you
know
out.
how like when you wake up in the morning and you're tired, you know? It's
You
like
know
that.
how when you wake up in the morning, you have like a birthmark?
No, I don't know. I've never just woken up with a birthmark.
It's kind of like that.
Breaking news.
We are looking, and accidental missile launch kills boater. Wow.
He's unlucky.
Taiwan. Of course it was in Taiwan. Why wouldn't it be?
I think. Yeah, that guy was in the rice paddies.
He was in the thick of it, let me tell you. He was in the weeds. You know, he was not having a good time. A Taiwanese warship mistakenly launched a supersonic aircraft killer missile. How is that an accident? Maybe they were trying to help you fish, like, here, we're gonna bomb the shit out of this area, and you're gonna get all of that fish.
No, they just, it was a new guy, right? And the captain gave him like this remote to a missile that was activated. He's like, this missile is on. Be very careful because the button is so sensitive that an ant could push it.
And he spits
And then
when he's talking.
No, he doesn't. The new guy takes it and he puts it on an anthill.
And what's funny is, ants are walking all over it, but they're not pressing the button. He tries to kill an ant by slapping it on the button, and sure enough, imagine being that dude, just like fishing.
What
a way to go! What a way to go! Oh my goodness! Like at your funeral, and that rave funeral, they don't have a body for you.
They just have a
part of
missile.
your boat, like
They
you
just
just
have
hold it up.
pieces of the missile.
It's like here lies.
No, they draw like on a sheet of paper, like a little poorly drawn crayon, like portrait of you.
Portrait, yeah, just like here he lies, our beloved.
People are like kissing it. No, in like celebration, your body's still intact somehow.
Wow, yeah.
They just throw like toy missiles at you.
Like pin the tail on the donkey.
Yeah.
The kids are like, yeah.
It's a rave.
It's a rave.
You gotta have fun somehow.
Kids gotta have fun.
Yeah.
You know.
Why are kids at a rave?
It's all about the kids.
The rave is?
You know,
Yeah,
it's
of course.
it's all about the kids.
It's all about the kids. Yeah.
It really is.
As long as they have fun. You know, the guy went out there, went fishing for his kids, bring them home the bacon.
He's trying to find bacon out there. No wonder he was killed. He's in the wrong place.
And
Trying to find
one
some
thing
pigfish.
leads to another, and then a missile just crashes down in the pond, kills all the fish, so they have plenty to eat.
But no dad.
No
No
dad.
dad. No dad. A dead dad.
Yeah, he's somewhere, but I'm sure they haven't found him yet.
Well, he's probably dead. I mean.
Well, I mean, maybe. What if he jumped out?
He'd probably die.
He probably defused the missile, to be honest.
Probably.
I mean, he's from Taiwan.
He's from Taiwan. They make the shit there, you know.
So,
You
I mean,
know,
he
they
probably
make this shit
he
there.
probably saw it coming, diffused it before it hit him.
And then he died from, he had a heart attack on his way home
Yeah.
in traffic.
Natural death.
Natural causes. From a nuclear attack. How is that an accident? I just don't understand. Alright, what?
I don't explain it to you. I mean, he gave. So the new guy,
You
right?
say it like, how did you not understand?
The new guy, right? He's the new guy, and then
Yeah.
this captain
Yeah.
brings him a remote for this missile. He's like, "Hey, I activated this. Wasn't supposed to, but don't press the button. It's very sensitive. An ant can push it."
yeah.
And so the guy takes it
And he
and puts it on an anthill,
Yeah.
right? And then ants walk all over it, and then he slaps it.
He
Slaps the ant, and then he shoots the missile. And then
and
the captain comes back, and he's like,
"Hey,
"Hey, where'd the missile go?" And then the guy's like, "I was here the whole time. I have no idea."
And he's like, he
Yeah, Yeah, and then the
the
captain's like, "Are you sure?" And then the guy's like, "Yeah." And then the captain's like, "I guess we'll never know."
Yeah. Let's never do that again.
Music time, music time, music time, music time.
This song is Farting in an Elevator. Hello, Carl. Hello, Jim. Hello, Carol. Hello, Tim. Hello, Larry. Hello, Steve. Hello, Bobby. It's nice to see. Ladies and gentlemen, lend me your ears. Sorry it smells so bad in here. Lunch was hard on my empty tum. Now it's rough on my tiny bum. Sorry, that smells really bad.
I just had some food from Baghdad. What I mistook for steak and rice was, to my surprise, some hair and lights. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, Carol. I'm sorry, Jim. I'm sorry, Carl. I'm sorry, Tim. I'm sorry, Larry. I'm sorry, Steve. I'm sorry, Bobby. I think I'll leave.
A radio show